perhaps our most important partner in all of this is Tim Terrio. Tim has been a good friend of our organization, and in fact, when we approached him with the idea of para-fencing, he said, this was 3 years ago, he said, why don't you guys have a gala? And we said, what? He said, it's a great way of raising funds. And we had our first gala in 6 weeks. It has gotten ever better ever since. So, Tim, could you please come up?
Thank you all for coming. It's been a great run. I got a phone call 3 years ago from this fencing organization, said, hey, we need a physical therapist to sign up. And I said, okay, cool, but what are you going to do for money? So jumped in, and Liz and Lucas have been fantastic. It's been a great time. Got this thing off the ground, and we have bigger plans that I'll talk about a little later about where we're going to try to take this thing. But the biggest thing is Bakersfield's all about connections, right? So when they asked me about it, I said, Bakersfield's about knowing people, and as soon as you put a good idea out, they'll embrace it. My litmus test for anything I get involved in is, do I find it interesting? And when they said fencing, I was like, all right, I know nothing about fencing, but it's interesting. So we jumped in, and I'm so proud of where it's gone. I'm more proud of where it's going to go. We're going to put Bakersfield on the map for the West Coast about what we can do. We're going to show the world the community we have, the love our community has for each other, and we're going to rock this thing, I'm telling you. So back to the ringmaster. I can't believe Lucas forgot his top hat, though. You know, I thought for sure the showman would have a top hat, but next year. Oh yeah, so this is the AdaptiSport Center. So this is where we're going to go. So the AdaptiSport Center will be a fully accessible facility that includes physical therapy, athletic training, mental health therapy, and recreational therapy. So we're currently in the design phase of building a facility that has all these components in one stop. I say fully accessible, but you got to start somewhere. So we're starting with wheelchair, amputee, stroke patients, and we'll grow from there. We're looking at about a 10 to 20,000 square foot facility. Just to give athletes a perspective, and Lucas mentioned earlier how we met with some Paralympic athletes, and they were telling me about their lack of support for their endeavors. I'm a physical therapist, I'm an athletic trainer, so I thought, wait a minute, we got to make it AdaptiSport where these athletes, so this is going to be a West Coast event, right? We're going to bring in Paralympic athletes from around the West Coast to come here, train, get the therapy they need, get the mental health therapy they need, and not just psychology, but coaching, performance coaching, life coaching, whatever an athlete needs. And it'll go from beginners, people that are just starting into the program, up to the highest levels of athletes. So it's coming soon. It's underneath, it's going to be a nonprofit center underneath one of my nonprofits called Health Through Wholeness. And we're going to set this thing up, have a fully accessible fitness center, recreational center, and give people full accessibility, which is what the law says, but they forgot about sports and recreation. So we're going to fix that problem. With that, I'm going to hand it back to the ringmaster.